Welcome to the Prescott Home Value Report through May 2023, brought to you by the Prescott Pickle Lady, Diane Bro Realtor. As you can probably tell, I am not the Pickle Lady. That's me in the bottom right-hand corner. My name is Randall, and the Pickle Lady has unchained me just long enough to present the following slides to you. So let's get started. As always, we start with median sales price per square foot. This is for the city of Prescott. Each one of these dots represents the median price per square foot in that month. Red is this year, blue is last year. So comparing this month to last month, we are 9% lower than last month, which sounds a lot worse than it is. Let me explain kind of what happened. So last May, you will recall, or maybe not, I was complaining because this increase, which is significant, never should have happened. I said, this is unsustainable. I don't know why prices are going up. That's when the market first started to turn. And I said, it's going to come back. Well, the next month it did. So if we didn't have that, if it just kind of went straight from this month to this month, it would just be marginally more than this year. I think last month, I want to say it was -6. I was kind of expecting the price per square to move up a bit. It didn't. It came down. Actually, in May, usually it does come down a little bit for whatever reason. And it did. But last May it did not, for no good reason. So if you kind of draw between here, it's not nearly as bad as it sounds because last year was just kind of goofy. So what I'm expecting to happen at this point, as I've been saying for a while, I'm really kind of expecting prices to stay flat. If they stay flat from here on out, we're going to get right in line with last year starting next month. So don't wig out about the -9%. That's just an anomaly because of the weird increase we had last year. Let's move on now to volumes. Look at this. So in this case, the little dots represent the number of homes that closed in that month. And once again, red is this year and blue is last year. So we compare year to year. We have been running a significant volume deficit for some time. What I'm hearing around the country is people still running 30-40%. We are almost even, Steven. That is 8%, which is awesome. So our volumes are getting right in line with the same volumes that we had last year, the kind of volumes that we expect. That is a very healthy sign. Moving now over to Prescott Valley. This is the median sales price over there. We are running -6, which is the same year-over-year result we had last month. As you can see, that last year we really stayed pretty flat, and this year we're staying pretty flat. So oddly enough, I'm expecting this to, stay pretty flat. Yeah, we'll probably hang out at about -6, -5. We'll probably come in right under here for the remainder of the year. That's kind of what I'm expecting, just based on the market conditions that we're seeing in the field. Looking at volume out in Prescott Valley, we still have a little bit of a difference here. That is roughly 100, and that's roughly like 67-ish. So it's about, I think it's 31% deficit, which is not bad. Again, a lot of markets are doing a lot worse. So you may ask, well, what are we looking at? Is this a buyer's market, seller's market? What is it? Well, to answer that question, we use what's called the pending ratio analysis. This is back in Prescott. So in Prescott, we had 553 homes on the market. Of those, 120 already pending. 120 is 22% of 553. So our pending ratio is 22%. If you look up 22% on our handy dandy colored chart here, you'll see that 22% is considered a buyer's market, which is about where we were last month. This number, that is our total inventory. Last month it was 460, I want to say. It's gone up about 100 homes. That is awesome. Because people have been complaining, not enough inventory, not enough inventory. That is starting to take care of itself. So I'm not real concerned about the year-over-year results for Prescott. Feeling real good about the added inventory. Feeling real good about the pending ratio. I think we're in good shape in Prescott. This chart breaks things out by price point. So it's kind of the same chart. So let me walk you through it. First of all, the bars down here at the bottom, that's the number of homes sold. And that's broken out by price point. So here are the number of homes sold in the 300s, 400s, and so on. Get a lot of homes, 1 million plus now. This bar used to be lower. These used to be higher. I'm going to have to move this down. We got almost nothing going on, hundreds and 200s. Okay, so the red dots represent the pending ratio for those homes in Prescott in that price point. And the little pink area here, that's where balanced is. So you can see all of our dots are on, our little squares are on the buyer side of this market. And you get some price anomalies. 300s and 400s are actually strong buyers markets, which is weird. Usually the higher the price point, the more of a buyer's market it is. But there you go, 300s and 400s. You've got the 5s, 6s, and 7s are in the buyer's area. Strong buyer market in the 800s. 900s is almost balanced. So we got some weird little anomalies going on here. A lot of things happening. And then as we expect, it's an extreme buyer's market in the 1 million plus range. It's taking about 4 months to get to a contract in Prescott. Escrows are running a little over a month. So total from the time you put your home on the market until you close, about 5.1 months. Doing the same song and dance over in PV. They had 260 homes on the market, which is also a bump up. So both inventories are going in the same direction, and that's a good thing, particularly for our buyers. 81 of them were already pending. That's 31%. 31% is considered a balanced market. And that's about what we had last month. Breaking it out by price point, this looks more like the chart we're used to, where the lower price points are more of a seller's market or more balanced. And then as the price goes up, it becomes more of a seller's market. So this is sort of the traditional shape that you see. Got a bump at 900 again, less of a buyer's market. Still a buyer's market. I guess that maybe that's marginally a strong buyer's market. But you see the little jump up, which is just kind of weird. You get higher price points out in PV. You really don't have a whole lot going on. It's not, so your denominators are not as high. So these are a little more unreliable than they are. I mean, statistically, as they are over in Prescott. Taking about 2.5 months to get to a contract in PV, and escrow still running at 1.1, so we're at 3.6 from soup to nuts. So our highlights: Prescott prices are down 1% last month, year over year. We're looking at negative 9%. Prices are down about 2% month to month in PV. They did the same thing last year, so our year over year stayed at negative 6. Right now, Prescott volumes are running about 8% low, so we're almost neck and neck again. PV volumes are running 31% low. Prescott is at a 22% pending ratio, which is a buyer's market. PV at 31, that was buyer's market. PV at 31%, that's a balanced market. Homes are going under contract in about 4 months in Prescott, 2.5 months in PV, and escrows are running about 1.1 months. Look, if you like this kind of stuff, we got lots more for you in the Prescott Home Value Report. This is just a summary. We go into specific subdivisions and just a whole bunch of stuff. So lots of slicing and dicing. So I would encourage you to download that report and get it in full. We update this report every month, but it is not the only report we do. We also have what we call the Appraiser's Eye View, which is the last 6 months of the latest comps. And it's broken out by subdivision. In fact, Prescott Lakes, we break it out by neighborhood. So it's very, very detailed. This is an example of what you'll see in the chart. This would be a subdivision. It's sorted by price per square foot, the number of months that it took the home to sell, square footage, the year it was built, how many stories, how many acres, and whether the listing agent is reporting the home having a view or not. Using this, you can look at all the different comps that occurred. You can see the average down here. So using this, it's a really good tool to figure out what you should be paying for a home or where you might want to price a home that you are selling. So a really cool tool. We even have a video which goes through how to use this information to come up with value estimates for homes. We do a whole lot of tools like this, all of them really very cool for both buyers and sellers. And one thing I should point out is you can't get these from any place else. These are exclusive. You can only get them from the Prescott Pickle Lady. And all of this is part of our page. We call it Prescott by the Numbers, or more commonly the Pickle page. So if you're on the Pickle page, you know the Pickle page. But if you're not the Pickle page, well, you should get to the Pickle page. And you do that by subscribing. We update it every month. If you subscribe, we will send you a monthly email update with the link so you can go download all the reports that you want. Even if you're not all that interested in getting every single month, just having access to these tools will give you a real leg up when it comes to the real estate game. I hope you found this informative and maybe slightly entertaining, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Please take a moment to look below and find the button that'll take you to the Pickle page. We'll see you there.